Welcome back to that God Power channel. This is the channel where we're going to unlock the God Power laying dormant on the inside of you. And today we're going to continue with the Revelation Marathon because we want to see what happens at the end of days while it's the last days of 2021. You see the theme there? I hope you do. Okay. Well, last time we were on chapter 13, so this time we're going to be on chapter 14. So let's jump into chapter 14 and see what happens. It says, Then I saw the Lamb, standing on Mount Zion, and with him were 144,000 who had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. And I heard a sound from heaven like the roar of mighty ocean waves or the rolling of loud thunder. It was like the sound of many harpists playing together. This great choir sang a wonderful new song in front of the throne of God and before the four living beings and the 24 elders. No one could learn the song except the 144,000 who had been redeemed from the earth. They have kept themselves as pure as virgins, following the Lamb wherever he goes. That's a really so it's like the people are following the Lamb because the Lamb is the shepherd. Yo, that's mind blowing, right? The Lamb is the shepherd. What? All right. They have been purchased from among the people of the earth as a special offering to God and to the Lamb. They have told no lies and they are without blame. So this is really good imagery for the first part of chapter 14. But chapter 14 goes on and it says, And I saw another angel flying through the sky carrying the eternal good news to proclaim to the people who belong to this world, to every nation, tribe, language, and people. Fear God, he shouted, give glory to him, for the time has come when he will sit as judge. Worship him who made the heavens, the earth, the sea, and all the springs of water. And then another angel followed him through the sky, shouting, Babylon is fallen, that great city is fallen, because she made all the nations of the world drink the wine of her passionate immorality. Now, it seems like the first angel was giving people a chance to, kind of like he was telling, hey, fear God, you better get your stuff together, give him glory only to God. It seems like if you would tell somebody that, they have a chance to do that, right? And then the next angel comes and says, Babylon has fallen, and so the great city has fallen. A lot of people think Babylon is America. And, I can see the parallels as I've read the whole thing, so you may see the parallels too. But it could be talking about another great place. You never know. But Babylon has fallen. That great city has fallen because she made all the nations of the world drink the wine of her passionate immorality. Then a third angel followed them, shouting, Anyone who worships the beast in his statue or who accepts his mark on the forehead or on the hand must drink the wine of God's anger. And it has been poured full strength into God's cup of wrath. And they will be tormented with fire and burning sulfur in the presence of holy angels and the Lamb. The smoke of their torment will rise forever and ever, and they will have no relief day or night. For they have worshipped the beast and his statue and have accepted his mark of his name. So I'm not thinking this is a direct punishment to the people because I've read the whole book. But I'm thinking because the beast is going to get punished, which I don't mean to give away spoilers, but we all know, it's a rating, bro. Everybody knows the story. But I think that punishment is linked to those people who link themselves to the beast, right? That's the same thing they're gonna get. So why would you link yourself to that? But another thing it says is these people are going to get tormented with fire and burning sulfur, not down in the depths of hell, right? They're gonna get in the presence of the Lamb, bruh. Like that's like, and the holy angels, in the presence of them, they're gonna be getting tormented. So they're going to be able to see that. That's crazy. This means that God's holy people must endure persecution patiently, obeying his commands and maintaining their faith in Jesus. I heard a voice from heaven saying, Write this down. Blessed are those who die in the Lord from now on. Yes, says the Spirit, they are blessed indeed, for they will rest from their hard work, for their good deeds follow them. Then I saw a white cloud, and seated on the cloud was someone who looked like the Son of Man. And remember, that's Jesus' title. He had a gold crown on his head and a sharp sickle in his hand. And then another angel came from the temple and shouted to the one sitting on the cloud, "Swing the sickle, for the time of harvest has come. The crop on earth is ripe." So the one sitting on the cloud swung his sickle over the earth, and the whole earth was harvested. Now, after that, another angel came from the temple in heaven, and he also had a sharp sickle. Then another angel who had the power to destroy with fire came from the altar. He shouted to the angel with the sharp sickle, "Swing your sickle now and gather the clusters of grapes from the vines of the earth, for they are ripe for judgment." So the angel swung his sickle over the earth and loaded the grapes into the great winepress of God's wrath. The grapes were trampled in the winepress outside the city, and blood flowed from the winepress in a stream about 180 miles long and as high as a horse's bridle. So that's a lot of blood. And again, these images are crazy. This is a 180-mile stream of blood as high as a horse's bridle. I think that's the horse's mane, the neck, the hair on the back of his neck or something. That's crazy. Or it might be the horse's stomach. I don't know. But there's another thing I wanted to point out here, because that's the end of chapter 14. These chapters are kind of small. I mean, I know I told you that before. But this angel had the power to destroy with fire. And he shouted to them. Now, these people are getting trampled out for judgment. Like, all of this is like symbolic. Maybe. Or maybe it's actual, literal. Like, maybe these people's souls they're ripe for judgment. I mean, I don't know why they refer to them as grapes, like they're food. I don't know. Interesting things, though. I say there's a lot of mysteries in the book of Revelations. It's a very heavy book. And I think that, again, nobody knows the mysteries. You can only speculate. You can read what you want to read. But here's something that they wanted to point out is like a wine press was a large vat or trough where grapes are collected and then crushed. So if you ever seen those people stomping around with their bare feet on grapes, crushing them, that's the wine press, right? The wine press is often used in the Bible as a symbol of God's wrath and judgment against sin. So to those unaccustomed to vivid depictions of God's anger and judgment, these are disturbing images. People dislike the idea of other people, even the evil ones, being trampled like grapes. But that's how they describe it, because God keeps it gangster. So that's the end of chapter 14. Let's go to chapter 15 in the next one. Hope that you learned something. I hope that you remember that you got that God power. I got that God power.
Tapping the source, tapping the vibe. I just thank God I'm alive.